2000s became the 2010s, a lot happened, but arguably the most important was Marvel's resurgence in the mainstream. The incredible success of the MCU at the time, every kid wanted LEGO Marvel, but none of them could get it, until 2012 that is, when LEGO finally acquired the Marvel license. Starting the theme off with two exclusive minifigs, one being Bucky Cap and the other being Iron Man, as Toy Fair exclusives, which both now go for well over $1,500. Later, again worth over $1,000 at SDC 2012, was another exclusive figure being our first X-Men figure, which was Jean Grey in her classic iconic Phoenix outfit. Sadly though, by the time LEGO Marvel was actually being produced, the X-Men had been forgotten and relegated to the laughingstock of the superhero genre. With failures like Dark Phoenix and Wolverine Origins releasing around this time, and as a result of this, LEGO weren't too eager to start giving us the merry melody of mutants we all love. Luckily, however, since Wolverine was still arguably in the big three of Marvel, LEGO did put out one X-Men set in the first wave. Now, this first set is actually probably the most desired of all of them we're going to talk about today, and it's the Wolverine Chopper Showdown. This set came with 299 pieces and 3 minifigures, which retailed for an affordable $19.99, but that was back in the far-off year of 2012. And if you're wanting to get your hands on it now, you're looking at well over $300. Now, if you're wondering why this set is so hella expensive, then you're overlooking a certain merc with a mouth. Yeah, this is the only way to get a normal Deadpool minifig, which on its own goes for around $200, and accounts for around 2/3 of the entire value of this set. Other than Deadpool though, this set is pretty much obsolete, as both Magneto and Wolverine have cheaper and better versions available nowadays. After this set though, the X-Men would lay dormant for several following waves, receiving no new minifigs or sets at all during this period, until finally in 2014, we saw the X-Men's classic iconic spy plane, the Bluebird, be represented in the X-Men vs. the Sentinel, retailing for $50 and coming packed with 336 pieces as well as 4 exclusive minifigures, if you don't count the Sentinel. While the set certainly leaves a lot to be desired with its simple and pretty inaccurate representation of the Blackbird, it still gives a classic Cyclops, which if you collect Marvel Legends like me, you know how badly people want this guy. Now, the only black suit Storm is also in this set, and Wolverine is normal, and a Magneto is based on his 80s headmaster look, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty underrepresented look. I don't think we have a Marvel Legends of that look yet. Now, the set also comes with a brick-built Sentinel that, thank Iluvatar, came with a printed head and torso, so no sticker tribbles here, guys. From this point until 2022, we wouldn't really see any new sets, with the only release being Wolverine vs. Magneto, Mighty Micro, which, as you can see, I barely count as a set, and also has no desirable minifigs. The next two items aren't technically X-Men, but they still fall into the realm of mutant matters, so I'll briefly mention that in 2017, we would see another Comic-Con exclusive figure, being Deadpool the Duck, a semi-canonical combination of Deadpool and Howard. Following this trend, another Deadpool variant was released in 2018, being exclusive Sheriff Deadpool. Both of the con pools go for around $1,000, but they're not all that essential for your X-Men team, but they're certainly cool pickups. The long-awaited announcement of X-Men 97 to be releasing in 2024, LEGO finally put some real stock into the X-Men. Starting all the way back with the show's tease in 2022, LEGO would release a Wolverine mech. And this thing sucks. The Wolvie has no leg printing, and why would he even need this mech? The set really shows the absolute worst of modern LEGO and their shitty quality control. Following the mech, X-Men 97 would have 3 featured minifigs in the Marvel CMF, those being Wolverine, Storm, and Beast. Now, these are definitely the best versions of these characters, but all but Beast have other versions available. Also in 2023, LEGO would release a buildable pair of Wolverine claws, which they're just not my thing. They really should have included a Wolverine minifig, but they would have rather saved that for another lackluster X-Jet filled with lazy figures like the leg-printingless Cyclops, another Wolverine. But we would get our very first Rogue and a new Magneto based on his trial look, and the jet itself came with 359 pieces and retailed for a fucking ludicrous $110, which equates to a price per piece of 30 cents each, which is 3 times the agreed upon average number of 10 cents. Pretty much immediately following the X-Jet's release, rumors of the next Marvel modular began to grow, and they were all agreeing on it being the X-Mansion. And finally, just 3 days ago, as of recording, the X-Mansion were to release, and I would buy it. Now, I've not built it as I'm writing this, but the set does come with 393 pieces for a somewhat reasonable $350. The set comes with 10 minifigures, those being Wolverine, Cyclops, with printed legs this time, Rogue, Jean Grey, Magneto, and Storm, as well as for the first time ever, we get Gambit, Professor X, Bishop, and Iceman. Now, while I have my gripes with the figures, like the lack of dual molding on Gambit, or the complete lack of many of the classic iconic X-Men, I mean, you guys forgot Angel, and Nightcrawler, and Colossus? This set really stands as an amazing, iconic X-Men piece. An amazing display piece made even better by the gift with purchase set released as a pre-order bonus, which is a small Cerebro display coming with a unique Xavier as well as a printed tile teasing the release of a future Jubilee minifigure. So that's it. In the over a decade we've had LEGO Marvel sets on shelves for, we've only seen a small handful of mutant minifigs released, and the only one I haven't mentioned is the Firestar that came in the Daily Bugle, which I also have, not to brag. Still, with the X-Men 97 show being released and in the public spotlight, I think it's really hella possible we could see more sets release over the next few years, and hopefully they'll give us at least Angel to complete the first class. Poor Warren. Also, these kinda count, but they suck and I fucking hate them.